Man, this VR is so freaking crazy. It's not that far off from the Oculus Rift that I race with on the PC. I like how it's evening time, so it gets light when you're by the sun and that sunset, and it gets dark when you're in the shadows. That's realistic. I'm just cruise by this car so you guys can see. It's full detail car. I mean, they didn't cut any corners with this VR stuff. Look in the rearview mirror, you guys may see the reflection of his light. The light from his headlights shine on the inside of my car when he's behind me. That's a Peugeot in front of me. I'm in the Lexus. I think it's a LF 500 or something like that. Look at that. There we go. I'm just trying to give you guys a view. I'm going to let him go forward. But you guys can see my hands. You guys can see my feet down there. Man, I'm looking up at the headliner. Looking back. I mean, you can see, the back seats. You guys can literally see the back seats. You see the center console. You see the hood. I mean, this is as real as it's gonna get. And it's a nice interior of this car. Look at the seats. Recaro buckets. Pretty nice, man. Alright, so I'm gonna go to a different track and a different car. I'm gonna get inside of my car and take you for a trip at the Nürburgring, which is my favorite track in the world. There you go. Gonna be racing against the Lamborghini Veneno. And when I tell you guys, this car is accurate. I mean, being on the inside, looking around, it's just like being in the car. Yep. Look at that. I mean, that looks freaking awesome. That's freaking, I mean, it's almost photorealistic. You guys obviously can't get the immersion because you're not in VR. You can't see what I'm seeing 100%. It's getting converted to 2D that you guys are looking at on the screen, but just driving right here, this is worth the purchase of a VR. Did you guys see that fog? It's freaking foggy. And I left the Veneno. Again, this is my favorite track in the world. It's the toughest. It's also one of the fastest tracks in the world, next to Le Mans. It has a big long straightaway, a bunch of turns. I mean, this track is just sexy, but it's also very difficult. I know where all the corners and everything get, so. But again, you guys can tell it's in VR. I'm looking down at the floor. I'm looking in the review mirror. Okay, he caught up with me. Can't have that. I'm looking in my review. It sucks that the PlayStation only streams VR in 720p. Maybe next generation, they'll have a high resolution streaming capability, high resolution VR. I mean, PSVR is literally 95% of Oculus and Vive. The only thing is, with the Vive, you have the whole room space capability where you can set up a room and have the whole depth and perception of the whole room scale. The Oculus have the touch controllers that acts as your hands. But I mean, this is console gaming, so I mean, you guys can't expect much from that. But this here is freaking awesome. It's so realistic. The object of this track for you GT Sport racers: learn the track, race it over and over and over, or just drive it. You have to know where all the turns are, how fast you can make the turns, when you have to make a hard stop, when you can drive through. If not, you won't survive the track. And the sound of this freaking car and the game is, man, I love GT Sport. I'm gonna stream some Forza later. I'm gonna race with my racing rig, and I'm gonna show you guys. It's just not a sim. It's just not. It's a good-looking game, but man, it's an arcade racer, and that's okay. I just hate when people compare simulation to arcade. It's not the same thing, and it's not the same desired effect. My time, 5 minutes. I'm gonna try to get around this track in at least 8 minutes and 30 seconds. I've been goofing off, so I got a ways to go. Now this is the last leg of the track, and this is the hardest, because there's a lot of turns, there's a lot of slow areas, but there's also some fast areas. You just gotta know when to take the corners, when to drift a little bit. I did set a lap record in several races like Assetto Corsa, Project Cars 1, and I did on GT Sport not too long ago. I think I took some screenshots and I streamed it as well. You have to concentrate when racing this particular track, man. You have to freaking concentrate. You can't keep your foot on the gas the whole time. You need to know when to cut down the edges. You need to know when to step on the gas. You guys can hear me downshifting probably. This is the last corner. And if you hit this perfectly, just like I did, you can exit that corner, maintain speed. Hit that curb kind of hard, but I needed to do that. And this is like a mile-long straight. Generally, I'll get up to about 180 miles an hour. You guys can see right here my speed. Look at my time. I can get there maybe about 8 minutes and 30 seconds because I was goofing off showing you guys. Those tires probably are hot as hell. And I did. Got it. I set a goal of 8 minutes and 30 seconds just because. Now I want you guys to see the replay. Obviously gonna see me goofing off showing you guys the interior, but once we get going, man, this game here is so freaking beautiful. One thing I hope they patch in with VR, I hope the guys who have VR, at least 8 people, would be able to race against each other in VR. I think that's awesome. On the PC and Project Cars and Assetto Corsa, I can race in VR, and everybody else is just racing regularly on their PC. I love that. And that's a big advantage of racing in VR. When cars on the side of you, you can see how close they are. You can look at the corners and see how long, you know, you can, it's just a lot of realistic stuff that you can tell. guys, when you're going that fast and you brake that hard, those rotors really heat up. They actually do glow red if you're going that fast and trying to stop quickly. I mean, but you're not going to see that on an everyday road because people don't go 140 miles an hour when they slam on the brakes. So you try that in a regular car, you're going to be dead. Ladies and gentlemen, do not try this at home. That was me waiting for the guy, just trying to. So I could have gotten to the 7-minute mark. I shouldn't have just been joking around. But the Nissan GTR is one of my favorite cars in the world. I own this color. I own. It's a 2016. It's a mid-year model, so it's an in between a 15 and 16. This here is a 2017. You can hear the cloud clapping at the different corners. You can see the men moving. They're not just cardboard cutouts. Freaking beautiful game. I'm in VR right now, so I can't tell if anybody's actually watching or whatever, so. But if you are, welcome. Thanks for stopping by. I just want to give you guys a view of me racing in VR. I'm going to save this replay because I like that. I'll share it as well. I'll put the ring. That's what they call this track, the ring. Short for Nürburgring. Let me check and see if anybody's actually viewing this. Okay, I got 10 people watching. Let me comment. Okay, I got 10 people watching. Let me comment. Okay, I got 10. All right, yeah, got a crowd watching. VR. Let's see. What other tracks we can try? We can try Tokyo. Yeah, let's try Tokyo. We can try nighttime too. I try a different car. We can do a domestic car. Let's do a Camaro. That's something that most people have. Now I have to keep my head focused straight when it loads, so it'll come correctly. So, and I am using a TGT by Thrustmaster. The GT Sport wheel. Freaking love it. It has all the extra force feedback motors and stuff, so. All right, let's see what we got. Traction control, I like turning it all the way down to 1. Tires, medium. I'm not racing, I'm just kind of showing you guys stuff, so. Here we go. Let's hold the options button. There we go. Let's get started. Jeez. Man, look at this, guys. That shit. Oh, man. Look at the freaking back seats. I'm sitting in my racing rig, so I can't really turn all the way. I mean, but you guys look at the rearview mirror. And I am racing with my Thrustmaster's stick shift, because this particular car here has a stick shift. It just makes it that much realer. Man, look how realistic that looks. Jeez. Downshift there. We're in Tokyo, guys. Man, it's just so realistic. If you guys don't have VR, go and get one. You have to. Yes, I am an expert driver. Downshift to 3rd. Uh-oh. Let's catch this sucker up here. I'm coming up on that Porsche, that GT3 RS. I gave him a head start. You guys can see his my headlights shining on his car. I mean, that's so freaking realistic. Look at that. That's freaking awesome. I mean, you can't get that experience anywhere other than VR. I mean, I can even zoom in. Whoa! I was trying to zoom in and show you guys the actual dashboard. Let's see, he's behind us. He's not catching us. Finna leave him. I'll lose him in the corners. Ah. Okay, something happened. I moved out of the camera of the PlayStation Eye, or the PlayStation VR camera. And it repositioned. Man, but this is awesome. This game is awesome. Being in VR is so immersive. And having a steering wheel and shifter and pedals and all that stuff just makes it that much more realistic. 140 miles an hour, I'm going to redline it. Fourth gear. Any new watchers out there, thank you guys for coming. I am racing in Tokyo in a Camaro SS, the new one. In VR. And again, you can see me look down. And I won. Jeez. There we go. That was freaking awesome. We can also go to the showroom and we can walk around and look at different cars. I'll show you guys that real quick. We'll choose this GT3 Mercedes. It'll let us take a tour of the car from the outside. We can turn the lights on, we can do all that stuff, so there we go. I can turn the lights on. It's a freaking beautiful car. You can get close to it. I can look at the brake pads and rotors. We can look on the inside of it. Look at that. That's the kind of seat that I'm sitting in right now. Man, look how huge those brake calipers are. Obviously, you got the racing spoil on the back. Adjustable. You guys have got to try this in VR. This is nuts. Look, I'm looking on the inside. We'll take this car out on the track. Let you guys look on the inside. Again, I thought I'd show you that. All right, let's do Seaside. I race with everything in manual. No rewind buttons here. If you want to rewind buttons, go to that other fake simulator. That Simcade game, Forza. Rumors are there's going to be new DLC coming before the end of the year for GT Sport. I think it's going to bring 25, from what I hear, about 25 new cars, about 3 new tracks. So that's always good and dandy. Okay, you guys see me? He's in a BMW M3 GT3 M6. I mean. Trying to come up from behind. Not gonna let him. Go ahead, I'll let him pass. Then I'll pass him back. Yep, left them in the corners, as I usually do. It's not about how fast you can go in a straight line, it's about how fast you can go in the corners. You guys can see the roll cage in here, the welding. I'm sure I left them a long time ago. And this should be it. Well, I just want you guys to check out the VR of Gran Turismo Sport. Oh man, and I won something. Hopefully I win a car. Mileage points. Okay, upgrade. I'm level 21. All right, let me save that. I'll see you guys later.